Hey guys, so with the new year right around the corner, I've been doing a lot of reflecting on my life and just things that have happened this year. Just so many things have happened this year. I recently moved, I graduated from college, fell in love, I experienced heartbreak. Actually, that happened quite a lot, but that's another story. So, with the year coming to a close, I thought I'd compile a list of things that I wish I'd known last year and make into a video for you guys. So, hopefully, you enjoy and some of the things I say resonate with you, and let's get to it. Okay, so number one, planning ahead for your future is really important. And I know that seems really obvious, but for someone like me, who's a very whimsical and abstract planner, I find that when it comes time to actually put my plan in motion, I'm not as prepared as I thought that I was. And the reason for that, guys, is because details are really important. And in order to effectively plan, you have to think about those details that lead you from point A to point B. A little example that I have is during my last semester of college, I was really excited. I was living in Los Angeles and I knew that I wanted to stay in Los Angeles post-college, but I knew that I couldn't stay in my current living situation because it was very toxic and I just needed to get out of there. So I knew that I needed housing. I knew that I needed a job to pay for that housing. And I was also considering grad school. So what happened? I was not looking into jobs super consistently. I had maybe one prospect for a roommate and that kind of fell through. And I ended up putting my graduate school plans on the back burner because my aunt, who I really trusted, told me that she had all these connections and could help me get a job. And to be fair, guys, I had a lot going on. To validate why I was so distracted. Like I mentioned before, I was in a really bad living situation. And also, I was really focused on just trying to graduate, finish school. But nevertheless, I was unprepared. So fast forward to now, I no longer live in Los Angeles. My aunt wasn't able to keep those promises she made about helping me get a job. And I'm just now being able to apply for grad school. And this is all 100% because I did not effectively plan. I wasn't looking at the little details and making sure I was getting everything done. So yes, be sure when planning to not just look at the big picture, but also the little minute details. All right, number two, do not be so quick to fall in love. And I know that sounds a little bit bitter, but I'm not bitter. I actually love love, and I think that falling in love is a really great experience. It's just when you fall in love with the wrong person that it becomes an issue. And if we're being honest, that tends to happen a bit too often. So when you're dating, it's important to not let your premature feelings blind you of reality. I can recall a time when I was dating this guy and I really liked him. And even though we never spoke about any kind of relationship or commitment or anything that would really make me feel secure about falling in love with him, I still did. So you can imagine how I felt when one day out of the blue, he told me that he was considering getting back together with his ex.
What?
I'm not even kidding, guys. Literally, I'd gone on trips with this guy. I'd met his parents, and I really feel like we were really close. So the fact that he just one day nonchalantly told me that he wanted to work things out with his ex was completely blindsided me. And this is why you shouldn't let your feelings lead you so soon when you're dating, because your feelings can blind you. There were so many red flags, and I feel like if I hadn't let my feelings lead me so soon, I would have picked them up. So, note to you guys, take things slow with your feelings, don't fall too soon, and just be watchful when you're dating. Okay, number three, it's okay to create boundaries with your family. And I want to say this again because I know it's something that we all struggle with. It's okay to create boundaries with your family. Okay, that was a bit extra, but so personal boundaries in general are really important because it creates a basic guideline for the way that you want to be treated by other people. I grew up in a family where there were little to no boundaries. People would literally argue, fight one day, and then the next day everything was fine. It was like it never happened. My role was the peacemaker slash people pleaser, and I still battle with that a lot today. Maybe some of you find yourself saying yes to things that you absolutely want to say no to, or allowing someone in your family to speak harshly to you because that's just the way they are. And guys, I know that it can be really hard to set boundaries with your family because you love them, and if it's your parents, you may just be uncomfortable openly disagreeing with them. But it's really important to set boundaries with your family because it's the only way that you'll be treated the way that you want to be treated. Okay, and number 4, it's okay to be multidimensional. I feel like a lot of times we like to box ourselves in and categorize ourselves as either this or that. But the reality is we're all evolving, multi-layered beings, and that's okay. An example of this would be how I'm shy and also an extrovert depending on who I'm around and what environment I'm in. Or how I'm a Christian, but I also enjoy smoking weed. For some people, that may be confusing or contradictory, but I'm not a puzzle that has to fit perfectly together or make sense all the time. And neither are you. You're allowed to express all parts of you.
And people are just gonna have to deal with that.
Okay guys, well that's a wrap on all the things I learned this year. Hopefully some of those things resonated with you. I'd love to hear some feedback from you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.